Oko shepi and then G le kushile kwa sa. Oshepi, fly by your man there. It is late. I never. We no go sit down the look. Make them come report our girls. Everybody, we rise up. We no fighting, we are just up. No be so. No be so. We gonna share every day. People just a show. For family was white part Fulanis. So Jackie for you to call them terrorists. We touch them the Kanu, you go cause war. We touch it on the bobo, you go cause war. Makana Brugo no Nanga Wanelua. Hang when you find what in Allah. It's not the time we go change for them. Change for them, tell them we know this on me. When you go pull your poku up a boya. They might not tire up by your pool. Igbo people have been marginalized. IPOBs have been brutalized. We no go sit on the
purchase your tracks today.
Make them come kill all of us. We no go sit on the look. We no go take our life. We no go sit on the look. Bring this up.
Hello guys, good evening and welcome. Good evening everybody. You're welcome to this evening program. I came a bit late, but we're going to do justice, and I want to say welcome. We're live on BIAFRA television. We're live on my page and also on YouTube channel. You help share this program. I'll be taking your calls in a very short while. But before I do that, we want to talk about the visit of Ojo Kalu today in DSS custody. The visit of our leader by Ojo Kalu in DSS custody. And that is the topic I want to talk about. And also give people opportunity to call in. I've received series of calls, people telling me, oh, why is it that nobody is given access to see our leader? And politicians are the ones going to see him. Why should Ojo Kalu go and see our leader, Mazi Nnamdi? Let me read out the statement put about Senator Ojo Kalu. He said, this afternoon, I visited my brother, Mazi Nnamdi in DSS custody, Abuja. I met him in good health and care, and we discussed as Umunne. In 2001, when I was governor, I made his father Eze Israel Okukano, traditional ruler of Afaruku, and since then, the family has been very close to me. I understand that Mazi Nnamdi has an insane amount of people rooting for his back home, and I encourage him to consider the consequences of certain actions and utterances for the sake of the same people. Even though my ideology and his ideology are totally different, God have made us brothers and we cannot run away from each other. I owe him and Nigerians good counseling, whether he and his family listen to me or not. I will continue to counsel him as I have always done in the past. What we need most is a peaceful and secured society. That is the statement that was put out by Ojo Kalu. And when you read that statement, you see that each time that Mazi Nnamdi have always been in this kind of situation, Ojo Kalu always try to, intervene and also try to have chat and interaction with him. So we see that when he had problem before he was granted bail in 2017, Ojuzo Kalu also went to see him. Okay, somebody just posted Amarachi Angel Nnamdi. I'm going to read out your post before I continue. And you said, I used to take you as a responsible person, but let me see. But for you to join force with Chike Doziem and China Sanworu to fight Simon Ekpa has reduced you to nothing. Amarachi Angel Nnamdi. What a nonsensical comment. We are not here to discuss people. We are here to discuss the visit of Ojuzo Kalu to the leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I will respond to this your comment here. I will address it, and I will still let you understand where I stand at every point. But let's continue from where we stopped. Ojuzo Kalu have always made effort to visit the leader of IPOB because he considers him his brother. And in his statement that he put out here, he said, even though the two of them do not share similar ideology, but they are still brothers. You know, so it goes a long way to tell you that even as brothers, we don't necessarily have to share the same ideology. We don't have to have the same belief system. And Ojuzo Kalu said it very clearly here. Even though that he's still trying to like convince the leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, convince him to maybe join Nigerian politics or denounce Biafra. When he visited him in 2017 before his release, that didn't change anything. That didn't change the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's ideology have not changed. What Ojuzo Kalu is trying to do is to play the big brother role, which I understand, which is to some extent is his responsibility. Because I've also seen people coming out to say, why should Ojuzo Kalu go and visit our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? If Ojuzo Kalu goes to visit our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and he's allowed access to visit him, I don't see anything wrong with that. And in his statement, he has not in any way said that I visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and he has agreed with me that we must keep Nigeria as one. He didn't in his statement. That means that despite his effort to convince Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to possibly go into politics or possibly start speaking for one Nigeria, he has not been able to convince Mazi Nnamdi Kanu why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should drop Biafra agitation. And I can bet you that if Ojuzo Kalu have gone into DSS custody to convince Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to join APC and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu agree, he would have still put it that I met with my younger brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we have all agreed that he will join APC. He would have still put it in that press statement. You know, so I have received calls, people saying, they are trying to, why is it that they are sending politicians only to go and meet our leader in the dungeon and all that? You know, it is because certain people do not understand who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. That is why they live in the fear of sending the wrong people to go and meet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will make him change his mind. The truth is, the federal government under this APC understand the trouble they have put themselves into. They understand that they have broken international law. The APC understand that they have committed crime against humanity by the extraordinary rendition that was carried out against the leader of IPOB. And they have been looking for a soft landing. They have been looking for a way out of this quagmire. So if anybody tell them, listen, I will talk to him, I will see what, they will always send people to see if they can soften the ground. Because they know that they don't have any reason holding Mazi Nnamdi any further. They don't have any reason holding him in detention any further. So they will do everything. It is also in their right to see if they can convince him to drop Biafra agitation. Because Joseph Kalu in his post said here that even though my ideology and his ideology are totally different, so it is important that we pick this point. Joseph Kalu said, even though, so he knows that his ideology and the ideology of Mazi Nnamdi goes contrary. That God made us brothers and we cannot run away from each other. I owe him and the Nigerians good counseling. It is that area of good counseling that I have issues with Ojo Kalu, because I don't know the kind of counseling Ojo Kalu is giving to anybody. Ojo Kalu do not have any counseling. You know, he's only selling his ambition. So he should come out and tell us that I'm selling my ambition to Mazi Nnamdi and every night. They are not counseling. Ojo Kalu is not giving any counseling. He's only selling his ambition, political ambition. He went into DSS custody to sell his political ambition, not counseling. So he has to come clear. We understand that he's gunning for 2023 presidential election. These are political ambitions. And this is not what Mazi Nnamdi is interested in. You know, so as far as I'm concerned, people who are putting off fear, who are worried that Ojo Kalu went to see the leader of IPOB, should drop their worries. Because we know that Ojo Kalu doesn't even have what it takes. He doesn't have what it takes to convince Mazi Nnamdi to drop Biafra agitation over Igbo presidency. It's not possible. You know, so when you talk about the issue of security and the issue of the followership of the leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi, it is also very, very important that Ojo Kalu should recognize. Ojo Kalu should recognize and you know, hold his party APC and the presidency and the Buhari regime responsible for the crime of extraordinary rendition. These are the things we are expecting from Ojo Kalu if he's sincere to himself. You know, if Ojo Kalu was sincere to himself, he would have by now condemned the extraordinary rendition of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Because Mazi Nnamdi was illegally rendition back to Nigeria. So if Ojo Kalu actually have any counseling to give, that counseling should be directed to this rogue regime that we have in Abuja. It should be directed to Buhari regime. Advise this rogue regime to start violating human rights, to stop violating human rights. Mazi Nnamdi doesn't need the counseling of anybody. He knows what he's looking for. He's convinced about what he's fighting for. He doesn't need your counsel. The people that need your counsel, Ojo Kalu, the people that need your counsel is Buhari, Lai Mohammed, Femi Adesina. The Fulani oligarchies are the people who actually need your counsel. These are the people you should be talking to. That Biafrans are demanding for referendum. Ojo Kalu, are you afraid to tell the Sultan of Sokoto that Biafrans are demanding for referendum? These are the kind of counseling you should be giving to your friends in the north. So why not give my people referendum since they are dying for it, since they are demanding for referendum, since they said referendum is, why not give it to them? Let's see how it plays. These are good counsels that you should be bringing forward. So when you talk about counsel, there is a difference between giving counsel and selling your ambition. You cannot deceive Biafrans. You cannot try to make us believe that, that we don't know what we are doing. But in your statement, of course, you did very well to have gone to see your brother. He is your brother, like you said. And even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu too have also fought for Ojuzo Kalu. Why Ojuzo Kalu was also in DSS custody. When Ojuzo Kalu was detained in DSS custody, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also stood for him, even used Radio Biafra to propagate for his release. So I think that despite their ideological differences, the two of them have also recognized that they are brothers. Ojuzo Kalu have also, and even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu too, have also acknowledged that fact that Ojuzo Kalu is his brother, and that when Ojuzo Kalu was charged for corruption and all that, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used his voice, to condemn his arrest and detention. So it's also a way for Ojuzo Kalu to reciprocate, but he recognizes that his ideology is different from that of Mazi Nnamdi. I want to open the line. I don't want to take much of your time. Let me address the post that was made by Amarachi Angel. He said, I used to take you as a responsible person, but for you to join force with Chike, Doziem and Chinasa Nworu to fight Simon Ekpa has reduced you to nothing. So, because I joined force to defend the structure of the man you claim you are following, that I joined force to support and encourage IPOB leadership, that now makes me irresponsible and reduce me to nothing. Amarachi Angel, well, it's quite unfortunate that people like you should be in Idu kingdom. That is where you belong, So go and, you have been able to establish your Idu kingdom. You shouldn't be here. You should be on your Idu platform, working towards your freedom from there. That is all I have to tell you. So there is no need for us every day coming to talk over one thing and another. I have always told you that my position with the IPOB leadership is something that nobody can come there. The leadership of IPOB is my blood. You understand what I'm saying? And I will always defend them. Even if I have to defend them in the mud, fighting in the mud to defend this IPOB leadership, I will do it. So Amarachi Angel, I'm sorry to disappoint you. You don't necessarily have to watch my program. You don't necessarily have to come watching my program. If standing with IPOB leadership makes me irresponsible, I'm very, very proud to be irresponsible. You understand what I'm saying? So you go, Idu. We help you people advertise the Idu kingdom, by the way. And many people have not had it. We are telling them about it. So if they want to join you people in Idu, anybody who is interested can go and register with the Idu kingdom and take their citizenship. Thank you very much, guys. The line I will open now. I will open the line for people to call in. The number is +39 388 177 9665. And I will also pin it. I'm not going to spend much time. Somebody who is Onyebula Kalu, we are always faster than our shadows. Why must we be afraid of nothing? Ojuzo Kalu is nobody to change Nnamdi Kanu's ideology. My brother, forget this simple way, no get self-confidence. I've seen people calling and call me, oh, why should Ojuzo Kalu go and see our leader? Why DOS should be blamed for it? And I said, what has DOS got to do with Ojuzo Kalu going to see the leader of IPOB? Is it the OS that is in charge of the detention? So for me, it is completely laughable that people are, getting worried. It's not the first time that Ojuzo Kalu went to see our leader, So, and it might not be the last, because our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not dropping the agitation soon. So anybody who is complaining that Ojuzo Kalu went to see our leader and you are afraid that, because Ojuzo Kalu went to see our leader, for that our leader might change his mind. He has seen him before and he didn't change his mind. So by the way, tomorrow we are going to have a prayer as announced by the Directorate of State. The Directorate of State announced prayer in Biafra land for everybody. So we would all be praying and committing the life of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into the hand of Almighty Chukwu Okike. We would also be committing the agitation for Biafra into the hand of Chukwu Okike Abiyama to continue to lead and guide us. I've seen people who said, is it only prayer? Of course. We need everything on board in this battle for our freedom. Every freedom have always taken a spiritual dimension, and our own cannot be different. The line is open for those who want to call in. Before I round it up, I have just a few minutes to go. If you want to call in, you call in and make your contribution. Tell us what you think about Ojuzo Kalu going to visit our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention. Is it the first time? Is he going to change anything? Is he going to make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu start supporting one Nigeria? Or does he have what it takes to convert him to join APC? These are the questions we are putting forward to Biafrans. So you can call in and make your contribution. You can also call in and ask your question. The number is on the screen, +39 388 177 9665. We've seen people coming to attack us because we are standing. They are so disappointed that we are standing with IPOB leadership. They thought that people like us by now would have compromised, would have been speaking in different tongues and different languages, criticizing and abusing IPOB leadership, calling them names like the hired thugs on Facebook are doing. But because we understand the job that the leadership is doing. You might not see it, but I see it. It might look silent, because they say empty drum make the loudest noise. The IPOB leadership is not making noise, empty noise. Now they make the loudest noise, and that is why you see them. They are silent because they are working. Somebody who is working doesn't have time to talk, So we have to remember, like our brother posted, Henry Ode said, Biafra, remember we have prayers tomorrow. Like we all know that schools have extended, have shifted tomorrow, Tuesday. Schools are closed in Biafra land. Schools have ordered their pupils to stay at home and do the needful and join in the prayer. Somebody also write here, this same Amarachi, your comments are irrelevant. There is no need. I don't want to. I'm making you popular. I'm making you popular. But I just read one of your comments and you are already jumping up and down. So yes, somebody said, Patrick, shame on you for descending to the level in your response to the lady by mentioning the nonsensical you do. You should have a superior argument to counter that lady. Somebody should be an adult and say above. Yeah, because when they come, we know. Before now, Peter Okeke, I'm not ashamed at all to tell them where they belong, because before now, we didn't know where they belong until that name, Idu Kingdom, came on board. So when they come, we refer them to where they belong. So I'm not ashamed to tell this person, Amarachi or whatever her name is, to go and identify with the, with the kingdom where they belong. So Peter Okeke, don't worry, I have no shame. They should be the one to be ashamed, not me. And I'm very, very proud to be a Biafran, even though they say that Biafra is a slave name. But, we are very, very proud to be Biafrans. And that is why we are here in the name of Biafra. Anybody who wants to create their own nation out of Biafra, you have every right to do so. Even our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, Kanu, said that if Biafra come tomorrow and some component decide that they want to have their independence, they go through the process, through referendum, they can have their freedom. So anybody who's even in the midst of agitation, say they want to have their own kingdom and all that, nobody is stopping you, but don't come here to insult yourself, So for me, Peter Okeke, I'm not ashamed to refer Amarachi to Idu Kingdom because that is the new name they have taken for themselves. Why are you angry? You shouldn't be angry. If you, Peter Okeke, also belong to the Idu Kingdom, go and identify yourself there and make yourself comfortable. The line is open, guys. Please call in and I'll be responding. I'll be answering if you have any comment. I do not have much time. I don't want to take much of your time today because it's already getting late as well. I just want us to touch these audios of Kalu because I've received calls, people calling me to say, why should the DOS allow audios of Kalu to go and visit our league? Just imagine that kind of talk. Just imagine that kind of talk. Why should the DOS allow audios of Kalu to go and visit our leader? I'll be back in a minute.
Obodo kenenu kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Amadike. Kanyi kenebenu Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Amadike. Amadike Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Amadike. Ika bugondilo yo, Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Amadike. Nnamdi Kanu, Amadike. Amadike Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu, Amadike. Odogwa nebula buke. Nnamdi Kanu, Amadike. Ika bugondilo yi. Nnamdi Kanu, Amadike. Endilo yi na chozudo. Nnamdi Kanu, Amadike. Manoke suko. Nnamdi Kanu, Amadike. Umu Biafra Ghana. Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Amadike. Ikolobia bi n'obodo a mmadụ anọzikwa ya. Egwu ndị Ikolobia
Biafra bananyi obele nwa onye fali beku Chukwu zitere anyị ya Chukwu okike abịa ma zitelie ka ọ bịa tọpụ ụmụ Biafra na-abụ ka ọ tọpụ anyị na-abụ Naịjirịa Chukwu zitere anyị ya ma ndị ilova jụziri ajụ mana anyị nwekwa mmeri Babụlụ obele nwa na 2015 ụbọchị enyanụ anyị wee bebe ife dị n'ime ya anyị wee jebe ụlọ ikpe chọbazie ndị mkpọrọ anyị na mkpọrọ ndị kpọchiri anyị ka anyị na-achọ anyị afụrụ ofe ọnụ n'ụwa gị malụ afa na-agbazi ọsọ na-achụzi fa mana fa marọ na anyị nwe mmeli n'ife ọbụla anyị tinyere aka n'ụwa na-agala anyị ya ka anyị ji bụrụ ụmụ Chukwu okike abịa ma Nnamdi Kanu ho kedụzi ife mesilu mee odogwu na-egbula abụga abatago obodobo nwa onye afara ife agbala nze na boyo n'ikalata ife mena ihe ole n'ụwa ka ibili ị ga-adị ndụ ole n'ụwa fụ Biafra His Majesty onye olu mbanụ na-ekwu akụọ m ọfọ na nne ị ga-afụ ife ọma ebe isi na anyị ga-enwele onwe anyị wee bulie n'isi ife ọma ga-abụ nke yi ngwanụ kenenu Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike Biafra Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike abala nzele bupụlụ iri Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike eze nkoto nkonyelu mkpuchi Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike kịtịkpa gbala ni ọghọlụ mbuze Nnamdi Kanu nwa Kanu Nnamdi Kanu odogwu Ọhamadike ife dị na ihe oluwa mụ Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike Deputy Director Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike uche mọfọ na-ekene mi Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike Ọhamadike Biafra Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike Biafra oge zugo abalanze no.
Yeah, guys, so welcome back to the program. There are a series of calls in the midst of this program that I didn't respond to. I'm trying to reach back, but none of them is responding, none of them is picking up. So I'll be rounding up in the next few minutes. Because I know anytime I round up, that is when people start calling in. So if you want to call in, this is the best time to call in and give us your view. Do you have any fear? Because Silvana Manfrin, buonasera, grazie per i commenti, grazie mille. So do you have any fear? Because Ojuzo Kalu visited the leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you have any concern? Are you afraid in any way? If you have any fear, then let us know. If you have any fear, tell us your fears. People have called me and said, oh, they are afraid though. Why should our Ojuzo Kalu go and visit our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? For what? Why the DOS allowed him? Why should DOS allow? Because everything now na DOS. If person now sleep, wake up, you don't see water, drink for you, how you go say na DOS? DOS. If person dream bad dream for night, na DOS. DOS. So people are saying, why should DOS allow Ojuzo Kalu to go and see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention? Is that a question? Why should DOS allow Ojuzo Kalu to go and see Mazi Nnamdi. So what had DOS got to do with Orji Uzor Kalu going to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention? What has DOS got to do with that? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stood up defending Orji Uzor Kalu on Radio Biafra, shouting that they should release his brother from DSS custody, was it DOS that sent him? Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also said that Orji Uzor Kalu is his brother. He referred to him as a very good man with a good heart. But unfortunately, you know, he said that Orji Uzor Kalu is a good man with a very good heart. But unfortunately, he has embraced the wrong ideology of one Nigeria as a result of politics. So what has DOS got to do with Orji Uzor Kalu? Because everybody is blaming DOS. Even when they no fee perform well for night, they will say that DOS cosa. You know? DOS have become the problem of everybody. I don't blame you because DOS is your leadership. You know, you have every right to blame them for all your problems. Is natural. Just like people were also blaming Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he was with us outside here. People were blaming him for everything, even for bad road self. They were blaming Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the bad road in the eastern region. That he's not putting pressure on the governors to go and do the road. But he wants Biafra. People have called me, early morning, one boy called me, somebody called me. Say, that useless man. I said, who is that? That Nnamdi Kanu, that useless man. I said, what is the problem? He said, see Aria. I said, so what has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got to do with Aria market? Instead of to tell, what is the name of the governor? Make he do Aria. Make he begin the repair road. He's busy shouting for Biafra. Why didn't he tell Ibazu to do Aria? That is how you are blaming DOS today for everything that happened to you. Somebody called me. Say, all the noise where they make about Biafra, this useless Biafra. Why you no channel the energy to tell Ibazu make it do Aria market? See road, see. I asked the guy, where do you come? The guy, I'm from Abia State. That useless man, Nnamdi Kanu. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was outside, he was a useless man until he was extraordinarily rendition from Kenya. Now everybody is loving him. He's now the favorite. Now DOS now them be the bad people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now is now the good person. No work here man now have for. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now is Angel Michael have become, that is he's now So at the end of the day, you see that from time to time, people are confused because they don't even know their priority. They don't know their priority. And that is why somebody will wake up and say, why should DOS allow Orji Uzor Kalu to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention? So before Orji Uzor Kalu visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention, he's supposed to come and take permission, or DOS should be the one to determine who visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention. So we need a lot of brain correction. I'm telling you, a lot of brain. We need to try to correct people's brain. I'm telling you, seriously. I'm telling you, a lot of work needs to be done to correct the brain of our people. You know? And that is what we are doing. That is what we are doing here. Because a lot of people can no longer reason. A lot of people can no longer reason. The way their argument goes, you start questioning, but does it really? And some of them quite educated. Quite educated. People reason with emotions. They allow emotion to override their sense of reasoning. Now, so what has the visit of Ojuzo Kalu visiting his brother in detention got to do with the leadership of IPOB? Is it now the leadership of IPOB that should tell DSS who to visit Mazi Nnamdi? DOS, the director of state, should be telling DOS, don't allow Ojuzo Kalu to see our leader. Don't allow him to see our. Does it make any sense to you? For me, it doesn't. It doesn't in any way, not at all. So our people should start being optimistic. Just stop deceiving yourselves, my people. Stop lying to yourself. The situation we find ourselves requires a strategic, because it's not just Mazi Nnamdi Kanu coming out of detention. You understand? It's not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of detention, but also being able to come out of detention with the requirement, with the demand of the people, which is a referendum. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can even be released tomorrow. That's okay. We are done with you. Just go back to London, go back to your father's house. But what we should be pushing for is that release him and give us a referendum. He must come out with something tangible for Biafrans. That should be the argument. That should be where we should be focusing, because whether he will be released is certain. They no fit they can do anything. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on a bad market for Fulani. And they know it. A very bad market for them. Now, bad market for Nigerian government, for presidency, for Garba. Garba Shehu knows. Lai Mohammed knows. Even the one that they call Buhari, the imposter, knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a bad market for them. And that is why they are looking for a way, maybe they release them to avoid the consequences that comes with it. So, but we have to, continue to hold them responsible and accountable, that you should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and give Biafrans referendum, meet up the demand of the people. So for people where they fear whether they will release Mazi Nnamdi, I can assure you they no get option. Since the day they arrested the extraordinary rendition Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back to the zoo, things have never remained the same. Price of fuel is rising. Price of foodstuff. In fact, yesterday, prison was busted in Jos. Yesterday here, there was a prison breakage in Jos. Disaster everywhere. Double trouble. So keeping him in detention is a continuous, continuous mayhem. The zoo knows, Fulani knows that it's not benefiting them. When they got him and extraordinarily rendition him, they celebrated for 24 hours. After 24 hours, they now came to realize that it was a big mistake. And since that time, they have been running away from their own court. They now resorted in, maltreating him in detention, because they know that is where their power reach. Where their power reach now to maltreat them for detention. That even in the midst of that maltreatment, he still held it as a man, accepted the pains. Because now where your power reach, you will fight reach. So where their power reach, now that maltreatment, if their power reach to decide in case I'll send them to prison, to send them to jail, they would have done that long ago, but their power no reach. So now where their power reach, now that they do reach so. So our people should be confident. You have a great leader in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he continues to lead even from where he is today. He continues to lead from everywhere he is. And that is the reason you must support your leadership, whether you like it or not. You must support that leadership. If you like, hate them. If you like, hate the IPOB leadership from here till next year. It doesn't change nothing. It doesn't change. You must support them, whether you like it or not. That is how it is. You don't have a choice. Because if the leadership succeed, all of us succeed. If they fail, all of us fail. Because we are all in this together. So for me, I know they look back. I know they look back because I know where I stand. My position not they change. Not even for any reason. So when I tell you where I stand, you know where I stand. So if you come to comment section to come insult me because I support leadership, now you go tire. Now you go insult, now you go tire. The one where I go respond, I go respond. I will refer, for some of you, I will refer to a new kingdom. You know? Because that is where you people are now. The intention have been made known, clear and open. So if you no one know with the talk, then you people should be hiding yourselves. And you should be proud of your new kingdom, by the way. You know? Una no one know with talk. So that is the truth. So as far as I'm concerned, we just have to continue to understand that we all have an obligation to stick together and fight this fight together. And you need leadership. For some of you now, where they do bala 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 bala, you need leadership to, you need leadership to propel you, to help you, to lead you, to be in front for you. So that is the truth. I'm not here today to talk about IPOB leadership, but I'm a bit digressing because people have talked about it, so I have to address it. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to say thank you very much. Not be after the program when I will begin, they call me because I'm rounding up now. My intention is to talk to Biafrans, briefly, Tuari Uche, Basalo, Ojuzo, because I have received calls, people calling me to say Ojuzo Kalu visited our leader in detention, and what's your thought? Why should he be allowed? Why is it that they are selecting people who should go? But you're supposed to know, so Joseph Kalu going to visit our leader, it's also part of the negotiation. Like somebody commented here, because the zoo self, the Fulani are looking for a way out of their mess that they have made themselves. The Austin also said, "Oh God, we don't need cabals in IPOB." Hi Austin also. Emari ha na alu. Emari no wundi. Emari na enwe obodo enwe. When you come to every family, there are people who hold that family. You get people who be saying that their head they take carry the family problem. You understand what I'm saying? In every family where you enter, get people where we say 1 or 2, 3 people. In my own family, it's like that. You understand? Every family where you see, you must get 1 or 2 people where we say now them be the pillar where hold the family. The family might be 100 though, but you go get 1 or 2 people where we say now them be the pillar where hold that family. IPOB family is not different. Oh my God, I just mistakenly cut off this caller. Please call back. Okay, please call back. I mistakenly cut you off. Please call back. Okay, he's calling back. Hello, caller. Good evening. Good evening. Sorry, I caught you up by mistake before. Can you
Yeah, I
please?
was
Yes, turn down the.
talking inside. I wanted to be silent so
Okay,
that
you
you
did
can
very well.
finish.
Good evening and welcome to the program.
Yeah, my name is Sezebonwa. I'm calling you from the UK.
Yes, everyone,
I
welcome
will
to
ad-
the program.
I will advise the Biafrans not to be scared of Ojus Kalu visiting. They should know that why he visited was to try to persuade our leader to see if he can calm down and try to do what they want, and which we know that from the beginning. Our leader have already said he doesn't. He's against amnesty. Remember when Niger Delta people were granted amnesty? He was so angry with them. He was saying, "How can they accept amnesty for what belongs to them?" So amnesty, our leader is not going to accept. Dropping the agitation for Biafra, he's not going to do it. Becoming a politician and abandoning Biafra is not. He's not that kind of person. Offering him money, he's not going to accept it. Only what he wants is Biafra referendum, which I know Nigeria government doesn't want to go that route because they know that Eastern region as a whole want Biafra. And they know that 99.9% of the people there want the Biafra. And based on the sitting at home, you can see that that is like, let me say, like mock to test if the people really want Biafra. And you can see anytime IPOB calls for people to sit at home, people always obey. So what they are doing, and now they want to try to tell him to see if he can accept restructuring. We all know that our leader have already said that he doesn't want restructuring. What he wants is Biafra referendum so that our people can decide if we want to be in Nigeria or not. So I don't know why our people are being scared. It's like they don't know who our leader is. I don't know why. You know, the problem we are having is that most of our people, I don't know, should I say that a lot of them cannot reason for themselves. If our people can reason for themselves, there are some things that they can easily see and know that this is the right thing. And they should know the kind of thing that our leader can do and what he cannot do. And there's another issue I would like to point out, like concerning the autopilot people and the two kingdom and all those distractions. I don't know why our people sometimes they don't see who meant well for them. Like from the time I stopped to listen to Simon was the day I was listening, and I heard him talking about autopilot. Now I have to analyze, what do you mean by autopilot? When you say autopilot means that you don't have, you say somebody like you're in emergency, it's either you survive or people die. You don't have direction, you don't have leadership, you are just moving on your own. I waited and said, but why will he say this? Then later I start to change again, that what he means is that since our leader is not there, whatever anybody can do to make sure that our leader is released, anybody can do it. I was still watching him. Then at the time, I was still looking at him. When DOS will make the comment, he will come and he will counter it. No, I say, no, this guy has the intention. And right from the beginning, I've already sensed it that this guy have the intention, but I don't know when it's, there's even a time I sent our message to our leader to be careful of this guy. But I don't know that he's going to now wait for the right time to manifest it. And another thing that I also want to say, if you remember a few months back, a Ebonyi State governor was saying that they're going to create a parallel IPOB to stop the IPOB led by our Mazi Nnamdi. If we cannot stop the agitation, remember. Now
Yeah,
at
I
the
do.
time there
I
was
remember.
I was listening to Simon's program, and in that program he said something. He said that from people from Omai camp were begging him to stop Ebonyi State governor. Now, at the time, he said that they are offering him money to stop, but he's not going to stop. Now, at the time, he now change automatically and now begin to dance their tune, and they now begin to create different distractions. That was why the time I know that finally they have accepted money in order to betray this cause. But I know nobody can betray this cause. If Nigeria government and their allies in the West, people that are benefiting from our land cannot betray this cause. There is nobody that can betray this cause. Thank you, my brother.
Mazi, thank you very much for that contribution. Thank you very much. Yeah. So when you see original Omuchineke speak, you will know. I know they look person face. As you see me, they talk gentle, so my heart na iron. You know, I can't be talking gentle because it's my nature. But you see this heart why I carry? Na iron. Na iron. Hello, fella. Welcome. Good evening and welcome to the program.
Hello, my brother.
Yeah,
good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, my name is Austin Oza.
Pascal.
I'm calling from Austin.
Pascal.
My name is Austin Oza.
Austin
you saw
Oza. Yeah, good evening, Austin. Good evening. Welcome to the program.
I'm listening to your program now.
Yes, I'm live. Go ahead. BIAFRAs are listening.
Yeah. So, my contribution is that the way you people is addressing Biafrans now, it's like, for you, I'm watching you now, you say we don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. We need the leadership. We don't have a choice. Either we want it or not. We need the leadership. But the problem is that we say we don't need cabals. We don't need cabals in IPOB.
So tell us, give us the definition of cabal.
Cabal is that they don't want to listen to people. They don't care about the people they are reading. They don't know if the people are following them or not. For example, now, the all these problems that we are having now about IPOP or so, most of us now don't give out our daily contribution anymore. Most people hold back their daily contribution, not just because they don't want to give their daily contribution, but because they don't know where the money is going, whether it's going to this account or this account. But when you people are coming online to boast, to talk, to say anything, because you are living in Europe, almost everybody is living in Europe.
You are calling from
but the people who is suffering this thing is people who is in Nigeria. The ESN, their fundraising, everything about them.
So have ESN called you to complain that they lack anything?
Why not? I have a friend and a brother in ESN. So if not just because that people don't want to talk, because they respect our leadership, they respect everybody, they don't want to open up.
Now,
you understand?
You talked about
they don't want to open up.
Yeah, you talked about cabal. You've not given me the meaning of cabal.
Cabal means the way you, for example, the way you are talking, the way Chinas and Wori is addressing Biafra, the way it's like I will lead you by force. They don't even want to come down and listen to Biafra. I'm not talking about other people.
Mazi, so is that what you call? Is that what you call? That is your own definition of cabal, the way I talk and the way Chinas and Wori talk. And the way
cabal is people. The cabal is people who don't know. They feel that you don't know. People when Nnamdi Kanu is around, he open up everything. He talk to Biafra like
Mazi, you have not given me the dictionary meaning of cabal. You have not even explained what, because you know the problem our people have is that the moment they see one word, they will just pick and carry and they waka. You know, you have not come here to say, okay, that there is cabal. Now I'm asking you, what is the meaning of cabal? You cannot give me the meaning of cabal. You know, so at the end of the day, let me listen, Mazi, listen. You know, I love listening to people. You don't know the meaning of cabal. Let me tell you something. When you see me,
people hosting.
Yeah, you said cabal is what?
2 or 3, 4 people holding millions of people hosting. That is cabal.
That is cabal. So who is holding you hostage in this case?
Chike Doziem, Chinas and Woru, all the people that is in that DOS
are holding you hostage.
Yeah.
So
not me. I'm saying the whole Biafrans.
how
Because the whole Biafrans,
how are they holding
Biafrans?
How are they holding Biafrans hostage? The line, somebody keep calling directly. I don't know. This call is supposed to be WhatsApp call. People should stop calling directly. So, my brother, let me tell you something.
You understand what I mean?
Mazi, let me tell you something. If you are not making your contribution, it is because you don't want to make your contribution. You understand what I'm saying? Because people are making their contributions. So if you are not making, listen, if you are not making if you are not making your contribution, listen, Mazi, if you are not making your contribution, people are contributing, people are paying their dues, people are making their contribution. Which it's you that have refused to contribute. You understand what I'm saying? So if you say you are not ready to make your contribution,
if the family of IPOP, let me finish.
Mazi, you have 1 minute. You have 1 minute.
Okay, if the family of IPOP for the past 6 months before Nnamdi Kanu was adopted, if they are getting income of 80%, now they are getting income of 10%.
Mazi,
because people are not contributing anymore.
Are you in the financial department?
I am not in the financial department, but
okay,
only few people cannot run.
Have a wonderful. Since you are not in the financial department, you are not in a position. You are not in a position.
Is receiving salary.
Nobody is receiving salary. Nobody is receiving salary.
It's like you are already receiving.
If you not pay me, if Biafrans pay me salary, I won't take it. I don't need it. Thank you very much. If you're offering me salary, I don't need your salary. I'm comfortable. I'm okay. I'm doing my job. Chinas Awori is not receiving salary.
My brother, everybody is comfortable.
Listen,
you are living in Europe. I'm also living in Europe.
Listen, Mazi. Yeah? Listen, Mazi. The problem is that when poor people talk, you know. Yeah, you know, when poor people complain about money, you know. So I can understand you because you don't have enough, and that is why you cannot contribute, or possibly you don't want to contribute. So but people are contributing, people of goodwill. Biafrans and non-Biafrans are contributing, and the finance of IPOB is not in any way threatened. So if you as a person say you don't want to contribute, it is your personal decision. You cannot talk for everybody, because there are people who are committed, who trust the leadership, who trust what we are doing, and they are doing very well. Thank you very much for your contribution. Your 1 minute is gone. Hello, caller. Good evening and welcome to the program. Please turn down the volume of your listening device.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Mazi.
Good evening. Yeah. Good evening from here.
Please, I will appeal to you when those are.
Hello, caller.
Sit at the back and listen. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Please, I have to appeal to you when those autopilot call you. Please don't hesitate to cut them off so that they will sit at the back and listen to us.
Mazi, thank you very much. We try to give, as long as he identified that he's a Biafran, I'll give him opportunity to show his stupidity. Because as far as I'm concerned, he has not even been able to tell me the meaning of cabal. So this is somebody who says he's not contributing. So why are you complaining? You are not contributing and you are complaining. I mean, does it really make any sense to you? I've already told them, if you feel that your new nation is good for you, why not go and make your contribution in the Idu Kingdom? Thank you very much, caller. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. Hello. This call, I've always said that this call is supposed to be a WhatsApp call. And you're calling directly.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm just being angry with that guy that you're giving time to talk on a platform like this. It's quite unfair.
Mazi, we give people, listen. There is this impression that when you are not in support of, the position, in my position, or maybe you are against me, that we cut you off. And that is why I give people opportunity, especially even those people who do not agree with me. I love to engage them. I love to give them opportunity. I don't want, because he's now saying, no, you are part of the cabal. He's even accusing me of receiving salary. So you can see the kind of mindset of this kind of person who is already biased. Now he's accusing me of receiving salary. He hasn't even got any proof to say, okay, Mazi came, I see your pay slip or YPOB they give you and all that, but it's good you give them opportunity so that they don't say, even on BIAFRA TV, if you even call, they will cut you off. So because whatever you do, they will always find a fault. So I know what I'm doing. I allow them to express themselves. I also try as much as possible to address them.
I understand what you're saying.
Yes.
Can I just speak a little bit, please?
So, Mazi, make your contribution as well.
I'm going to make a contribution. I call because of this person. I'm just trying to tell you the way they work. You can listen to this guy calling, and somebody is telling him what to say. When you ask him a question, he couldn't answer it. That person is trying to go to Google to find out the meaning. He doesn't know what he's asking. Only what he wants to achieve is just to destroy the program and not just making.
No, Mazi, he cannot. He don't have what it takes to destroy the program. People like this, I love them when they call in. I give them enough opportunity.
They are not making
I give them.
They are not making any. They look stupid.
That is it. That is it. Because if you do not give them opportunity, they cannot show their stupidity. You understand what I'm saying? So I give them the opportunity to express themselves, because if I cut them off, somebody might think that there is something meaningful he wants to say, and you've not given him opportunity to say it. So that is why I give them the opportunity. Okay, now, rather than making his point, he's accusing me of taking salary. And that makes me laugh. You understand what I'm saying?
He's not even in Europe. He's just used a number that you're seeing. He's in Africa. You can see him. You can call him when he's talking. He's not even in Europe. You're hungry. Somebody they are paying, they're giving him 5,000 to buy data and just making.
Yeah, but of course, when you see him speak, you know that he has problem. He has financial issues. When people are in difficulty, when they have financial problem, when they speak, when you see him, the way he speak, all his focus is on money, and that is just how you know.
You see the type of impression that they send them to. They send their sender send them to contribute. That impression that people are not contributing to. Who told them that? Who told them? They are not into. That's the reason why you shouldn't give this idiot.
But he has shown his stupidity, and I'm happy he did. I'm happy he did. And that was why I asked him. That was why I asked him a very simple question. He said that the IPOB revenue have dropped. And are you in the financial department? He says no. And that answers the question. If you are not in the financial department, how do you know? How do you know what IPOB was receiving then and what they are receiving now? That shows it's important you give them the opportunity to display their ignorance and stupidity. Mazi, thank you very much.
All right, okay. Let me
you shouldn't worry. When I give people audience, just believe me that I have my reason why I give people audience. I give people audience. I want them to feel at home, to interact with us, show their wisdom, make their contribution. He said we are cabals, but in cabal you are not even given opportunity to express yourself. But here
the program is not for him.
Yeah,
he should go
so
where he belongs. There is a place where he belongs, he should go. And then the program is for the people that are here to make a meaningful contribution or to ask a reasonable question.
that is it.
Not this type of people.
That is it, Mazi. Expect every sort of people. Expect every sort of people. Mazi, thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution here.
Thank you.
Expect every sort of people. All of us cannot reason in the same direction. All of us cannot reason in the same direction. And that is why we are here. All of us cannot reason in the same direction. And that is why we are here to also help. Because most of these people sometimes are also innocent. They are innocent, they are ignorant. It is our duty to bring them to light. So hello, good evening and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Can you please introduce yourself?
I'm calling from Banjul, the Gambia.
Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, I'm following the program, but actually, the very guy that spoke very recent is talking trash. He's talking trash. Why? Because you can't be saying that people are not making an effort to contribute financially to struggle because of what you feel or because probably you are not you decide not to do. In this struggle, we have seen a lot of things happening, which if those that don't understand, they will not be able to follow. Why? Because we must know one thing. In this struggle, a lot of things are happening. There are many shafts in the midst of the wheat. And as time is going on, as time goes on, many of those shafts will be removed. Some of those ones that will be following Simon Ekpa or I dare tell them that I'm from Ebonyi State. I am from Ebonyi State. And if the any way that someone should, someone happened to be my brother, but so certain things, it has caused us a lot of confusion in this struggle, which at the initial stage, I thought probably maybe he's following, until when I realized that there are a lot of things going on around him, which probably himself might not be aware of it, or is aware of it, decided to play blind eyes. But the actual truth is that he has caused a lot of confusion in this struggle, which the leadership of this, or the IPOB, they were very wise. Should I say they were very wise enough, or that God were very close to not allow, to have blind the man eye not to sign the code of conduct to broadcast on IPOB platform. Because if he had come to the mainstream IPOB platform and causing this confusion, it will be more disastrous than what we are seeing today. The only thing, my advice to the DOS and those that are involved is that they should keep faith. Our leader has suffered a lot. Sometimes I look at, what it takes to stand out, in this kind of struggle, in this kind of challenges, in this kind of thing. I say it only takes the grace of God for someone to stand on it. And the only thing I will advise the US that they should keep on whatever they are doing, knowing fully that someone is paying a heavy price on this struggle.
Thank
Our
you very
leader,
much,
Mazi Nnamdi, has paid ultimate price. He has paid ultimate price. It's difficult for an ordinary woman to do it. If God is not with anyone, is not with someone, the person might not be able to do it.
That's true.
I pray for him every day, and my family pray for every day.
Tomorrow is prayer.
No matter what happens,
tomorrow is general prayer.
God will see him through.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
God bless you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, when our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was here, so many people were complaining that he didn't carry them along. He doesn't carry people along. Now they are saying that Mazi Nnamdi, that DOS is not carrying them along, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was carrying them along, and so one day when you hear me, hello, good evening, welcome to the program. Caller.
Good evening, this is Michael.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Patrick. Hope you know who's talking.
Who is speaking, please?
This is Michael, the guy that gave you information during the NSAT. you called. Although my normal Facebook have been restricted because of Biafran struggle.
Yeah, Mazi, you're welcome to the program. Thank you very much. That information was essential.
Although I did not join you from the beginning, I can't see you from Facebook because now I'm calling from WhatsApp.
Okay.
What I want to say, if I'm Chorikubo, because I'm not just happy with the way things are going. A lot of us have passed through a lot of things in this struggle. Most people might not understand it very clear until you witness it and you see the heavy attack coming from different corners. Most times when we move, we just to hide your phone, hide your face, hide some certain information about you. First and foremost is this. I really want our people to be more united in this struggle. I don't like people attacking themselves. We all are Biafrans. That is just the major thing. We are all Biafrans. And we need to love ourselves and move in one direction. No matter what we are facing today, we have to overcome it. A lot of people have lost their life there. I don't know why issues are coming from here, there. All these issues, I'm getting tired of it. We need to look for a solution. We need to look for a way to bring ourselves more closer.
Mazi, can I help you a bit? In every struggle, there is always a confusion. Listen, my brother. Listen, go back in history. In every struggle, there is always a confusion. Go to the American history of human rights. When Martin Luther King was fighting, some people disagreed with him. Some people say he was too peaceful. Some say that they should carry arms. Even in the days of the Bible, when the children of Israel were leaving Egypt, there was a lot of confusion on the way. So we just have to accept. We have to come to terms with the fact that this confusion you see is part of the struggle. But at the end of the day, you have to take a stand. You must understand. You must be in the spirit to know the direction things are moving. You understand what I'm saying?
Thank God you have seen. When we were in Lagos, when we were protesting, a lot of our people were present in Lagos. Most of our people, IPOB and Biafrans, were present, protesting seriously. We know what we did. I can't be saying it on air. Can you hear me clear?
I can hear you, Mazi. You have just 1 minute, by the way.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm just saying is this, please. Let's DOS and Simon Ekpa. Let them, if there is any way they
Mazi, please. I'm not here to propagate DOS and the person you are calling is just an individual. DOS is an institution. Listen,
but we are all Biafrans.
We are all Biafrans, Mazi. But anybody who cannot stay under a leadership don't have any business being in that organization. You understand what I'm saying? An individual cannot be bigger than a leadership, an institution. If you know, Mazi Nnamdi have already said it, if you know what you can do to go give us Biafra, go ahead and do it. You don't have to form alliance with the Directorate of State of IPOB. You understand what I'm saying? If you have a roadmap, then organize your people who believe in your ideology and move them forward. IPOB has a blueprint. IPOB have a direction they are going. We are not, IPOB cannot answer Biafra tomorrow and today and tomorrow start answering Idu. You understand what I'm saying? So Mazi, let us not confuse ourselves. I respect your opinion. I respect you so much, but on this one, we have a blueprint. We know where we are going. Biafra is where we are heading. Anybody who is going to Idu should look for their path. Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very much for your contribution. Mazi, thank you very much. So I can pick another call, please, so that you don't feel offended. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution. Hello, caller. Good evening, and welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mr. Patrick. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. My name remains Mr. Kalu Ole.
Mr. Kalu, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much. I was listening to the callers, and the guy that called later mentioned about this, about that. That's by the way. What I saw here is the release of Mazi Nnamdi and Ojuzo Kalu visiting DSS. Our leader will be released. And the legal team that is doing this work was the legal team that did it from the beginning, 2015 to 2017. And the DOS that have been doing this work, that have been in this struggle, have been the structure, have been doing it right from when the IPOB movement has been formed. Therefore, they are the pilot, they are the driver, we are the passengers. They know the road, they know the way. All we have to do is to listen to them.
Mazi, I have already said it in this program. After criticizing the DOS, after abusing them, after insulting them, you still go under the DOS because you don't have a choice. I've said it before, I repeat it again, and I will continue to say it. Mazi, go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
So please, whosoever that's saying that he or she is tired, please, if you are tired, go inside your house. List men that is willing to fight this battle, do it and stand for it. If you are tired, go in, go and recruit yourself, you come back in. And let nobody come here and say that people of IPOB or DOS will unite to it, but let nobody make that comment again, please. If you're a caller here, call and tell the way forward. Our leader will be released. Mazi Nnamdi allowed this Janjaweed servant because the governors, all the politicians in Biafra land, they have met together, they settle and they ask Ojuzo Kalu because Ojuzo Kalu is an agent of Fulani. So let him go and do what he did in 2016, 2017. And he has received the answer he needed to receive from our leader, Mazi Nnamdi. He said to him, to hell with him, either Biafra or death.
Mazi, if you look at the statement that was put out by Ojuzo Kalu, if you read it very well, you see some atom of lamentation. You know, it's just that our people do not, you know, they don't understand, they don't have that ability to decode when somebody communicates. When you see the write-up of Mazi Nnamdi, you Ojuzo Kalu, you see some element of frustration. You know, when he said, you know, that there is being, you know, complain, trying to explain the relationship, trying to explain the relationship he has with the family, that he has been advising them that if they want to take his advice, they should take. If they don't want to take, they can still leave it. You know, so you just understand that, you know, there is a conflict somewhere. And I like I said earlier as well, if Mazi Nnamdi had, you know, accepted whatever offer, Ojuzo Kalu will come to announce it. I met with my brother, we had a candid discussion, and finally he had decided to join me in APC. He will not hide it. He will even be proud to say it. Or I have had discussion with my brother Mazi Nnamdi, and he finally changed his ideology to start supporting one Nigeria. Ojuzo Kalu will be proud to say it. But did you hear him say it? Our people should go and read the press statement by Ojuzo Kalu.
Yes.
Mazi, thank you very much for your contribution. You see, we are not here to mince what. I've already told you. You see this leadership, well, they reject. And I will later look for him. Mazi, thank you very much. If they like it or not.
If someone don't want to stay in the leadership, let him
go. I will later look for him. They beg for him.
We're not begging anybody.
Thank you very much, Mazi.
Thank you so much.
You don't have a choice. I'll be ending this call here. I have just 5 minutes to go. If anybody is calling in, you call in. If you know, so that we can dialogue. I have just 5 minutes to round it up, please, guys. So like I was saying, many of you castigating IPOB leadership, DOS, that. Your opinion is welcome. We appreciate your concern. We appreciate your complaint. But at the end of the day, you don't have a choice. So you have to support. You have to help the DOS do their job better. Castigating them will not give you Biafra, will not lead us anywhere, because all of us are in this together and we must bond. Anybody who feels that he has what it takes should now build a platform that can guide his people of the same ideology. But as long as you are within this ideology of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra restoration, DOS is your God. Whether you accept it or not, it doesn't matter. All those people you are calling cabals, even they have even included me as part of the cabals, and I'm so happy. I know be cabal, but if you call me, say I be part of the cabal, man, that is a promotion. I'm telling you, because you know easy, you know easy to be in that position where you have to stand the kind of criticism, and the kind of attack that IPOB leadership is facing. You know, so that is how it is. So as far as I'm concerned, our people have to accept the reality of life. Hello, caller. You are calling on a video call, which is unnecessary, by the way. Anyway, I'll be rounding up this program today. I want to say thank you I've received series of calls. I have also received a series of comments. I see Tony Azoka. Tony Azoka Ejiofor say, how do you expect Kalu? How do you expect Kalu to tell you all he discussed with Ohamadike? I do not need to obey DOS in IPOB. You don't have to. You don't have to obey DOS. DOS is not telling you to obey them. But at the end of the day, when time reach, you will obey. They're not a 10 man. You don't have a choice. I've already said it, and that is how it is. I'm not trying to impose anything on you, but based on the reality on the ground, that is how it is. I'm not trying to boast to tell you, say now, but that is the reality, because it is this same DOS now that is the one doing the job, running the errand, communicating with Mazi through the legal counsel. So if you even want to hear any news, now the DOS will bring the news, give you through the legal counsel. So if you don't know how things are structured, go and ask questions. Anthony Azok Ejiofor, stop displaying your ignorance. Because if you understand how IPOB is structured, you will know that you cannot do without this leadership. That is how it is. If you are a member of IPOB, that if you are not, you have a right to go and look for ticket and go to find your way to Idu Kingdom. But for our leadership is where we stand, and we stand with them till the end of time, till when our leader is released. And we know that when our leader is released, it's going to come out in commendation. Our leader is coming out to say this DOS, like he has always appraised them. When he had the problem he had with the zoo in 2015, when he came out, he applauded Mazi Chike and this same DOS. So he's going to applaud them again, because this is the best leadership IPOB have ever had. Why do you call them cabals? Because they are bonded together. People were expecting that DOS would be fighting each other like they had in the past. But he's surprised, he's choked. He surprised them that DOS, they have never seen the level of unity. We've never seen the level of unity in the leadership from, never. This is the best time that we've seen unity of Biafran leadership, everything intact. That doesn't mean that within themselves they don't debate, they don't have their argument. But we've never seen any of them coming out on social media like we had in the past. This one talking from one side, the other one. So if it takes this cabal to give us Biafra, I will stand with the cabal. I stand with the cabal in DOS. If that is what it takes to give us Biafra, I stand with cabals in DOS. I want to say thank you very much. We want to come to the end of the program. Until I see you tomorrow, have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Make sure that you join in the prayers. Make sure you join in the prayer. Let's put Biafra land into prayer. Let us commit our land into the hand of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Commit the life of our leader, the freedom of our leader, who is coming out very soon, by the way, because anytime we are Jews or Kalu just go visit at that time, he's always the last man to go visit. So we are hoping that very soon our leader will be released. Just like in 2017, as soon as he go visit, our leader came out. So we hope that in the next coming days, the leader of IPOB will be released from detention. I'm not saying that it is Uzo Kalu that released our leader, no, but he is always the last sent by the Fulani oligarchy to go and intercede all the time. You know, so they have sent their last lap. So we hope that our leader will be released very soon by the special grace of Chukwu Okike. Then we'll be able to now know who is standing on the right path and who is standing on the wrong path. Until I see you guys again, I say have a wonderful evening and God bless you all.
And then G, le kwasa. Flying for your man there. It is late. I never. We no go sit down the look. Make them come report our girls. Everybody, we rise up. We no fighting, we just up. No be so. No be so. We gonna share every day. People just a show. For family was white past Fulanis. So Jackie for you to call them terrorists. We touch them the kanu, you go cause war. We touch you on the bow, you go cause war. Makana Prugo no Nanga Wamunelua. And I will find for another. It's not the time we go change up for them. Change up for them, tell them we know this. When you go Kulia Poku Apagoya, they might not say Igbo people have been marginalized. IPOB have been brutalized. We no go sit down there.
Purchase your tracks today.
Make them come kill all of us. We no go sit down there look. We no go take our life. We no go sit down there look. Make them stop the house like us. We no go sit down there look. Make them come rape all our girls.
Purchase your tracks today.
Instead of up, they take us down. Instead of right, they take us left. The change. They promise to change, but we don't see the change. Why you not let BIAFRA go? Are you not tired of killing them? There's not the time we go change for them.